We are going to be styling these Winslow gray sweatpants. Um, I'm excited to do this because I bought these. So I had placed my original Tippy sale order, and these pants, you cannot even see the pants. These pants were not a part of the order because I wasn't 100% sure about them, but I got it later. And the reason why I wasn't so sure about them is because they're a little bit more casual compared to what I usually like. But I got them anyway because I sometimes like to get stuff and play with it just to train my mental model and see why is it that I think I'm not going to like it and then see if that's actually true or not. It's like the spirit of experimentation is that not all experiments will succeed because if all of them are succeeding, then you're probably not pushing things far enough. So we will see how this goes. It might work today, and I still might not reach for it in my closet. So we actually won't find out today if it works perfectly or not. We will find out if it doesn't work at all, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's more about I want to play today with different ways in which I could style it and then see if I actually do wear it in my day to day. And if I reach for it, not just in trying to make it work, but actually reaching for it. Also, one of my dogs, he barks around this time because there are people walking outside, and how dare they walk outside our house, especially with their dogs. But let me know if it gets to be too much. I'll see if there's anything I can do about it. With that, let me get into this outfit. And then after this, I will get into the 101 about the pants themselves. But basically, these are the pants. This outfit, I put this on because I'm wearing a bathing suit bandeau, and it's just not the easiest to get in and out of. So I figured I'll just get it out of the way and then I'll do the rest of the outfits. Maybe a little bit more simple ones after this. But when I put this on, what I was thinking was something like going out for brunch. There are so many locations here in LA, especially when you go out for brunch, where you try very hard to make it look like you did not try too hard. So, which is why you would wear something like sweatpants. But I mean, it's not very involved styling, but it's not accidental styling, of course, right? So, I put on this vest on top. It's casual, it's oversized, and then one earring. If I felt like this was too much, I would just take off the earring and put on a necklace or something. I put it on because to me, accessories mean summer. So I just wanted to put it on to bring out that summery aspect. But if it's too much, I would just put on a necklace, like a chunky necklace instead, right? Um, and then I put on the heels because with this big shape, like this is a big shape, the Winslows are also a big shape. I wanted the streamlined foot, and these shoes, can you see? Like the heel is pointy and long, so it just gives that nice shape. So more than the heels, I wanted that pointy shape coming out of the big happening here and then the big in the pants. I could wear flats that are pointy too. I just don't have anything that's that pointy because sometimes it can be uncomfortable in flats to go for that shape. The other thing that you could do is if this, like I would wear it open like this, but if that's too much, then the vest also buttons on the side, right? So if you are someone who's not super comfortable with the big happening here and here, this is an option. Do you see? It completely changes the shape though. And I think I've said this before. I'm not a big fan of waist cinching on myself. I prefer a more like a straighter line here than this line coming in. So I don't typically do this stuff, but you could. Okay. Um, with that, let me change into something simpler and then I'll talk about the basics about these pants, like the weight of it, what size I took, some of that stuff. Be right back. Meanwhile, if you have any questions or comments about the pants or anything I should talk about, please leave them in the comments and I'll address them when I come back. Be right back. Okay. This is, for me, this is the simplest way to wear these pants. So again, these are the Winslows. These are not the summer sweatshirting. This is just, I think it's just called the sweatshirting program or something. So this is thicker weight than the summer sweatshirting. Probably about the same as the active knit Winslows. They are very much like if you think about gray sweatpants, like Adidas, Nike, whatever, gray sweatpants, it's probably the same weight as this. So it's not the summer sweatshirting weight. You can kind of see by how it falls. I got them in a size medium because their Winslows do run a little big usually. This is a short. So there are two lengths in their Winslows and the Tibby Winslows. I always get the short length in most of their Sids, Winslows, these pants, because, and I'll tell you why. See how there is no pooling at the bottom? Usually people like the Sid pants or the Winslows or these shapes for the pooling that happens at the bottom. But when the pooling happens, it gets this drape, right? Because the fabric is like gathering at the bottom. Like you can imagine. I'm just gonna show you with this shirt. You'll get the point. Like if it's pushing on the floor, the fabric, it creates this gathering, this drapey shape. But if the pooling doesn't happen, then it's more sculptural because then it just hangs. And I prefer the sculptural shape of the leg to be seen on these. So I always get the shorter length instead of the longer length. Even though I think they recommend 5'4", 5'5", and above, you get the longer length. I'm 5'7". I still get the shorter length because one, I just don't like hems dragging on the floor. And two, I prefer the sculptural shape. So you can see. Do you see how the shape is more shapy? Because it's allowed to shape. And you will see if you generally look at people, most people who wear Sids, they like that aspect that it creates the puddle at the bottom. Like that's the point of getting the longer length. But so I got the shorter length. And then what I got to wear with it, even though I would have gotten this anyway, is this is also on sale. It's the fine gauge turtleneck. I'm forgetting the exact name, but I'll put all the links in the rewatch. The reason why I got this, because the other option to, not that you have to get a matching set, I just prefer to do it just because it looks easy. It's easy and it looks nice. The reason you could also get there's a crew neck sweatshirt in the same color. There is a sweatshirt with a monogram in the same color, but they're more sweatshirty. The reason why I got this, and it's a different fabric, so it's not an exact color match. Even though they're both called heather gray, it's not an exact match. Just because the fabric is different, I don't care though. But the reason why I got this is because this shirt is a little elevated, right? Because it's a turtleneck. So if I think of my fear with the Winslows was that it could be too casual for me, then kind of makes sense to get a more elevated top, right? Because now I can wear this and feel pretty comfortable in this outfit for a long flight because I fly to many places, like long flights, meaning overnight flights, 15 hours, 16 hours, like that sort of stuff. And then a stop and then 4 more hours because when I go to India, that's what I have to do. But it's just nice to be comfortable, but also look nice. And something like this, I would be very comfortable. The other thing that I like to do is because you get those pajamas on those flights, and I don't change the bottoms because gross to take off your bottoms in an airplane. I mean, because of the floor, not that I would do it in public. But so I keep the bottoms on. So I have to wear something that I'm going to be able to sleep in. But the top, I do change into the pajama top that they give us. And what I like about something like this is I can wear this under the pajama top if I'm feeling cold, which can happen on planes, right? Because you cannot control what temperature they keep the plane. And so overall, super easy outfit. I really like this. If all I do is just wear this on my flights, it would have been worth it. This fabric, even though we're not talking about this, but I'll tell you, it's very thin. This is not a sweater fabric. It's a knit, basically. It's very light. It's very thin. And so far, so you can see I have it tucked in, but you can open it up too. And I had it just tucked in like this and it stays like that, right? Okay. So that is our the basics of how I would wear this. I did want to show you though, it's very easy to dress it up a little bit by throwing something on top. So, for example, if I just wanted to throw a jacket on top, I just grab the closest jacket. This is interesting. I'll show you something here. So see how the jacket is cropped? It's more horizontal. If you've read the post I just wrote on lines, I talk about how I lean more into vertical lines than horizontal lines because horizontal lines typically show like a little bit more calm, and this is also like playful because of the bubbliness. Um, if I do this, I would just do this to fix the lines a little bit for me because now the vertical line still continues. And I can have the playfulness of the jacket without discontinuing the vertical too much. I wouldn't wear it like this. Do you see the difference? So it's this versus this. Okay, so that's simple stuff, simple ways to wear this. Then I figured I will also show you a very, very common way in which I would do this. I would throw a jacket on top, or I would throw a blazer on top. Which blazer would truly depend on where I'm going on the plane. Or let's just say I would wear this to, like, I don't know, go get groceries if it's slightly cold here or something. Which blazer on top just totally depends on what mood I'm going for. So this is my denim Liam, extremely easy to wear. This time, I remember to get some bags, so could show you the bag situation. Here's the thing with bags. If you live in LA, you probably don't walk around a lot with a bag because you don't walk around a lot. So typically bags are an afterthought for me because my outfit has to work without a bag also. But I'll show you this because it's so cute. I just got this. Isn't it cute? These are my dogs. This is Gustav. This is Rumi. This is the one who's been barking his fool head off. He's 5 years old, but he acts like he has no manners. Okay, so there you go. But like, what's the point? Because once I go into my car, I'm gonna dump this in the car, and then it's just me with my outfit, right? So the bag is nice to think about, but I typically don't end up carrying the bag around. Okay, so that's the denim. And then I'm gonna change now this top into no, thank you. This top into something else just so we can move on. But just wanted to show this because this is the default outfit. Now, in terms of shoes, I did want to show you something before I change out of it. Gray is a very easy color. I don't know if I'm saying something super obvious here, but gray is easier than white and black, even because it's less stark. So it actually works better with more colors. Like randomly, it'll go with like literally any color. Gray goes with any color. So maybe I'll show you some combinations of just colors together. So if you do struggle to wear colors in general, I would just try pairing them with gray instead of white or black. Trust me, it's going to be so much easier to do that. So that was one. Like gray is just easy to wear. And then the other thing I wanted to say about that was, I'm forgetting right now. Oh yes, shoes. That if you wear something as neutral as this, because it's not that special. Like there's nothing that is designy or stands out in this, but also because of the color, it's neutral. What that means is you can easily switch the vibe with shoes. So right now, I have these furry Grangers on, but just look. If I change to sneakers, instantly the outfit becomes sporty. Can you tell? Like right away it changes because this is so neutral that it immediately takes the note of anything opinionated that you might have on. So in this case, sneakers, it becomes more sporty, right? Similarly, I actually don't know how it's gonna work, but let me just try it. These are like proper black shoes. They're ballerinas, but they're square toed. Completely different. Like it became a little bit more proper as something like this can be, right? But it's very different from the sneakers though. The vibe completely changed when you change the shoes. Similarly, I'll do one more. I showed you the heels already, but I'll show you these pink heels. So it's a pointy shoe. There. Instantly a different vibe. And let me grab a cute bag. There you go. Don't need to do anything else. It's just you put on the neutral outfit, you put on some heels, you put on a cute bag, and it's just a blank canvas basically. Anything that you add on top of it, you can change the mood instantly of the outfit. Okay, now I'm going to change into a more summery outfit because so far, I mean, it is summer, and so far, by the way, the weight of this is okay in LA summer because it's dry, it's not humid. If it were super humid and hot, I think this is too heavy. In that case, if you live in like one of those places, like, I don't know, Texas, is it humid in Texas? Someone tell me if it's humid in Texas. But okay, if you were in a humid place, I think so. I think in some places, then I would get the summer sweatshirting version of the same pants. It comes in a lighter weight also. Okay, while you tell me that, and please let me know if you have any other questions while I'm gone, but I'm going to change into something that's a little bit more summer and show how I might accessorize that. Be right back. Okay. I'm going to show you the simplest outfit that is all the rage right now, but it's so simple to pull off. So this is just a white t-shirt. This is a Timmy t-shirt. You don't have to wear Timmy. You wear whatever t-shirt you like. And you get a colorful scarf and you put it on your waist. And everyone, all the girls are doing it right now. So why not? And shoes. I'm going to do my blue slippers. So good for summer. What do you think? Do you like it? Back pretending that we actually will carry a bag. Let's just do it. This is actually no pretense. This is the bag that I carry most often. It's old. Remember when these were very popular, like 12 years ago at this point? I still love it. I still have it. It's in such good quality. Look, like no chips, nothing. Um, this was my first designer bag. I don't know why I did that. It is a designer bag. So easy summer outfit, out for lunch, grocery shopping even. I think with the scarf, it's dressy enough that I would just wear it out anyway. Like I wouldn't hesitate to go out in this. Okay, now I'm gonna change into a shirt. Let me see if I can just put it on. I was gonna put it on top of the t-shirt, but then it's not gonna fall the right way, and it's gonna be a whole thing, and I'm gonna hate that. Um, okay, an outfit for the Substack girlies. Yes, exactly. That's what it is. That's what I was inspired by, for sure. The funny thing is, I actually don't mind this waist cinching because it's not really cinching the waist. One, it's lower, but two, because of this still peeking out, it doesn't have the same feel. So this one I'm okay with. Okay, I'm gonna change from this t-shirt to this to see how the Winslows work if I pair it with a formal shirt. Be right back. And if you have any questions, just leave them here and I can answer them when I come back. See, the thing with a shirt is what is the intention behind why I would wear a shirt with the pants, because one of the things about the pants is ultimately at the end of the day they are gray sweatpants, so it's never going to be like a trouser, right? It's never going to be that formal. So what would I be trying to doing if I'm wearing this? I would sometimes I get into this. This is not meant to be like sexual or anything, but I call it like daddy dressing, like like power dressing, basically. It's like when you just wear things that are a little bit undone and a little bit more masculine leaning. And I love when there is that undone in there, because it just shows to me, it just evokes this confidence and this power. Like I don't even need to dress up. You just show up basically and you look a little bit undone. So for the daddy dressing, this is the kind of stuff that I would wear. It's just like pants, a button up shirt. I like the elevatedness of the shirt because of the cuffs. Like it's very intentional what's happening. I would probably leave this undone too. And for shoes, I would wear formal, more masculine leaning shoes here. Not, I shouldn't have said formal because that can mean different things to people, but something like this. So I would totally wear this to work, but depends on where you work, right? My work is fairly casual. On a Friday or a Wednesday, even, I would wear this. There is something about, and I think this happened when I was trying to change my outfit last night for dinner. There is something about pairing sweatpants like pants, because I was wearing another pair of Winslows yesterday. Something about pairing a shirt with these pants that the shirt kind of becomes pajama like. And there is just something, to me, there's something very cool in wearing a button up shirt in this way. It's very daytime appropriate, basically. And then I wanted to see, what if I throw a blazer on top? Because realistically, I would. Going to work, I always take a blazer to work because it gets cold randomly in the middle of the day because they turn up the AC. So good. I love this. See, here's the thing. It does lean fairly casual because it's gray. If it was black, it would be totally different. But that's not why you would buy gray sweatpants, right? So there we go. Okay. The next thing I wanted to play with was, and it's such a trend these days, but that's like a shitty thing to say, right? That, oh, I've always done this. That's not how I mean it. How I mean it is that I did not think this was weird to do till I figured it out because of this trending right now, which is wearing a dress over pants. And I think maybe I'm more comfortable with it because it's such a thing in India. Like we have our ethnic outfits that are like a long tunic and then pants underneath. So I just feel like it's a very practical thing to do. But I wanted to show you how the Winslows work with a dress on top and how I might actually wear it for going to the farmer's market or just running errands during the day in LA, just doing like normal people stuff during the day, a random Saturday. So I'll be right back. I'm going to change out of the shirt into the dress and then be back soon. Also, I'm going to be bringing two jackets that I want to try with the dress. Okay, here we go. So this is a slip dress. What I would do is, I mean, you can actually pin it up. There are like actual legit things you can do. I would just like tuck it in the waistband. Something like that. It's just so easy. It's just so easy to dress like this and just, I don't know, go do whatever you need to do. Like just on a random Saturday where I'm not doing anything that requires to be super dressed up. So good for the summer. Just a regular slip dress. This one has the lace detail. I was gonna say they're available on sale in the different color, but I actually don't know if they're still available or not. They might be sold out. I think maybe the white one might be available, the white and black, because I think that was a little less popular because it's a little bit sheer, but it's very beautiful. If I did not have, like, I don't need the same dress in like 24 colors, but the white one was very tempting, I will admit. Okay. So the slip dress, I would just wear as is. I would also wear it like this. This is, I don't know, maybe it is a weird silhouette to most people. It's not a weird silhouette, like I said, because we are used to wearing tunics over pants in India. So I'm okay with this. I actually really like it because it really emphasizes the long lines, which I like to create in my outfit. So I would just wear it as is. Okay. Then I was talking about the jackets that I would throw on top. And now I might not wear these together, but I wanted to, and I'll tell you why I wouldn't wear it all together. Maybe. Sometimes I put it on and then maybe I will wear it together. But I wanted to show you the whole color thing that I was talking about, right? So because gray is so neutral and so much easier to work with compared to like a white or a black, you can actually combine a lot of colors together. Like, look at this. Is it just me? Do you see it? So the lemon yellow and the plum brown and the blue, they just work together with the gray. Would I wear the whole thing together? I don't think so. I think it's a little too like I wouldn't. I might wear it. I think it depends on where I'm going. I might wear it. But otherwise, you can imagine, right? Like I could just wear it without the dress because this is a shirt, it buttons up. So it's just a different shape, like a bigger shape. Um, you know what? I'm realizing I'm going to take off the dress and actually show you. Otherwise, I don't think the shapes won't make sense because I'm imagining it in my head, but I'm going to be right back and show you the actual shape. So it'll make more sense then. Okay. This jacket is an old Tibby shirt jacket. And it's actually, I mean, it's supposed to be oversized, but it's bigger than I would have bought. It's just I didn't know my sizing back when I bought it. And I like it so much that I don't mind wearing it. It's fine. Okay. The reason why I put it on is because I would wear these together, but it's a big and a big, right? You might not be okay with that. Some people might be okay with it. I am okay with wearing two big shapes because it depends on the mood that I'm trying to create. And sometimes I just want to be super chill. So, in my article, I said how um, horizontal lines create that stability, that ease. Horizontal shapes do the same thing. So, it's just when you have this horizontal and then even this has the ease in the space that it has, it just looks very chill, basically, which I don't mind that sometimes. That's okay. But if you wanted to create longer lines, you could roll up the sleeves. Now, here's the thing. Of course, rolling up the sleeves is showing skin. So there is the whole thing of if you see skin, it breaks that big illusion. But also, it is literally reducing the horizontalness. Do you see? Like, now the yellow is less wide than it was. If the sleeves are down, visually, it is adding to the weight, right? So it's literally sometimes it's as simple as that sometimes just removing the yellow from this part has made the yellow narrower and it looks more like a vertical shape than a horizontal shape now. I hope you can see this. Sometimes I wonder, is it just me? Can people see it? But that's why these tricks are important. Similarly, by the way, you remember what I said about diagonal lines? So if I wanted to create diagonal lines, I don't know if it's going to work with this fabric or not. Hopefully, I don't flash people. But, you know, like there you go. There's a diagonal line. Such a different feel than what it was earlier. I mean, hopefully I do it well and the buttons don't show and stuff, but you could just change the feelings that a piece evokes so easily by manipulating the shapes. There you go. It brings back the weight. This is really cool too, because now you have this diagonal, but you have weight here. That creates a whole different shape. So very, very small tweaks can cause a big change. I'm just going to put on different shoes. Because if I'm doing a wide silhouette and the diagonal, I'm being a little like off on purpose. So I'm just gonna make it super obvious by putting on weird shoes. So these PVC green shoes. Okay. Is that too weird? I don't know. Let me go change into something less weird and come back because the whole point is that we want to be able to manipulate the um different vibes. Be right back. Okay, let's talk about fabrication. So, like I said, the pants they are the whatever sweatshirt fabric is. It's some sort of a knit, right? That is what sweatpants are made out of, but it's the sweatpant fabrication. So it's clearly very, very casual. So the other thing that we can do if we're trying to balance it out is change the fabrication for the top. So this is eco poplin. So it's very, it's not very stiff, but it's stiffer basically, right? So it has a mandarin collar, but I can leave it open. It has these sleeves. I was trying to decide if I would prefer it rolled up with the pants or down. I actually think either one. I think it depends on what I'm trying to do. Because again, if I'm trying to create a more streamlined shape, I would roll up the sleeves because then that gets rid of the horizontal, right? I'm not doing it properly, but you know what I mean. I really like this. I really like this actually. Because there's just something about like you're wearing eco poplin, it is navy, and then you're rolling up the sleeves, which has just such an ease to it, just the styling trick, like it conveys ease. And then you're wearing gray sweatpants. I think it's kind of cool. Shoes with this, I might wear sneakers, depending on like what I'm trying to do. Or I might wear these sandals. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna fall if I don't buy them, but we'll try. Okay, so here's where there is no objective right or wrong. It really depends on what is your mood that day, even, right? So if I was, let's just say I'm going out for dinner with friends, I'm probably not gonna wear the sneakers then. The sneakers is more of a breakfast brunch situation, um, because it's definitely like more sporty, right? But if I was going out for dinner, and like not a super dressy place, of course, because again, I'm wearing sweatpants. I would wear heels then, especially like the sandal heels. Let me get closer so you can see. They're very minimal. I don't recommend them, by the way. They are not very comfortable. So I put on the silicone thing. The reason why it's not comfortable is because your foot slides, right? So this thing digs into digs in here, the space between your toes, and it hurts after a while. But they're also not so uncomfortable that I don't wear them, and this heel is comfortable for sure. So I would wear a strappy sandal basically because it shows so much skin and it already has that sexy connotation, right? So I would do something like that. I'm gonna try one more thing. It might totally not work. I'm super into these shoes, my tabby boots, but I haven't worn them in a while because to me they're more, not that they're emotionally more winter, but like it's colder in winters, right? So, but I did want to show you what boots will look like with these pants because because of the shape, right? So let me put these on. I don't know if I would wear these all together, like with the navy or not. We'll see, I guess. There we go. I would do this. I think this is cool. Would I tuck it in though? I don't know. And also, if I'm being very honest, these boots are not tall enough for the thing to stay tucked unless I put like hair ties on my ankles or something to hold the pant in there. It's not going to stay tucked. But also because on these shoes, by the way, these hooks, If anyone has these Margiela tabbies or is considering them, they're amazing. But the hooks don't stay hooked. I don't think they're supposed to. They come undone very easily. So the boot doesn't close, but it doesn't need to. That's not, it's very practical without that happening. My point was, every time I have worn these boots, I kind of tuck the pants in like this casually. And if it comes out, it comes out. It's a vibe, the whole thing. I would do it. What would I wear on top? Anything. But let's try this. Because, like I said, colors are so easy with gray. Any color works, honestly. I would totally do this. Would I tuck it in? Let's try that. No, I don't mind it. Like, I don't, there's nothing that I don't like about it shape wise. It's just the color blocking is too much. If this was more, if this was lighter, I would do it. But the color blocking is too much with this, and then the silver shoes, and then this. So it's not objectively bad. Some people really like the shape. I'm thinking if I put a belt on, I might like it, but we don't need to get into that. I'm gonna show you my next shape manipulation that I would love with these fans. And for that, I'm gonna leave this on. I think it is gonna be fine. Um, a big cocoon-like top. This is also eco poplin, and I might regret not taking off the top underneath, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, this button's up here. I am regretting it a little bit because now the shirt is poofier than it would be without the other eco poplin underneath, but it's fine. We get the point, right? I actually don't like it. I think it's because of the other top underneath. But we can save this situation, right? Let's just say if I was actually doing this, and for some reason, let's say I had to run out the door and I had no time to take off the top underneath, which could happen in a real life scenario, I would just unbutton it. There you go. Now it works. But the reason why I wanted to try this on to show you is because with the shape of the pants, because see how it's long and then it poofs at the bottom and creates this sculptural shape. This jacket actually kind of does something very similar. So I like that mirroring happening together. I think that's kind of cool. The next outfit I wanted to show you is I think I only want to show you two more things, otherwise we can just keep going forever with this. Okay, I'll wrap it up soon. I wanted to show you the bonded viscose, the one that has a belt at the bottom, because that dramatically changes the shape of the entire look. So let me put that on and I'll be right back. If I can find it first. Okay. So there's the bonded viscose. By itself, do you see? So at the beginning, if you missed it, I was saying that I bought to wear with the track pants, like a matching gray thing. I bought a turtleneck instead of a sweatshirt. It was because of this. This is just too casual for me. I mean, if I was sitting at home, sure, but I don't need to spend this much money on pajamas, basically, right? So it's nice. There's nothing wrong with it, but I wouldn't wear it as is. I would at least do this if I were going out. And by the way, I did wear, so far, I've only worn this to go on my walks and I have not belted it. I feel like my husband would just laugh at me if I was belting my thingamajig while going for a walk. Okay, so let me do this. There you go. So the shape that the boots are too much. I will admit. Take the boots off. There you go. This I would totally wear. I would, where I would wear this is to, again, to like going out for this kind of dressing. It's ideal for many places in LA where, like, again, the vibe is you don't want to be dressed up, but you still want to look nice and like you're doing something without having to do something. So, like Malibu, Abbot Kinney, these kind of areas, basically, I would totally wear this. It is so cute. I might even do a black belt because it'll look more edgy compared to every time I do this, I don't do it right. And then people are going to be like, oh, but it looks weird. It won't. Like, you just have to adjust where the ruching happens, right? So you just move it to the back so it happens in the butt area instead of the stomach area. And then it's fine. So cute. Look, it's just like, oh, I'm just here to work on my laptop, just like everyone else. Unbothered. Completely has that vibe. Okay. Next thing, I have two more outfits. One, I'm going to show you with like a dressy shirt, how I would wear it. And then actually before that, I'm going to show you with like a tighter top. Because so far, most of the tops that I've shown you have been more on the loose side, but that's just because that's how I typically like to dress. So I'm going to change into a more fitting top and show you how that looks. And then like a more dressier, flowier shirt. And then we'll be done. Be right back. The problem is it's a cardigan, so there are all these buttons. Originally what I was gonna do was I had on Index, I had played around with all of these color combinations and I was gonna show you that, but I feel like that's never ending. I can just keep going with like color combinations to go with gray. And I actually do think I created some beautiful color combinations. So what I was thinking what I'll do is I'll just post a photo of those with this rewatch basically, just so you can see them instead of just putting together different color combinations. Um, but so yeah, you can see a little bit more tight on top. Um, I don't have like a baby tee, although I do have one right now. I don't have, like something that I could actually like put on and show you, but you can imagine, right? Like this works fairly well with something tighter on top. Shoes I would change in this scenario. Heels? Heels might be too much unless you're doing something that requires heels. If not, sandals work too. Oh, let me show you this color combination. I just said I won't, but look. These are shorts that I just got from Athleta, and I'm going to talk about them. But like, look at the colors together, isn't it? So cool together. Uh, the gray, and then this neon orange, and then a cobalt. Like, imagine this could be a bag. So cute. Is it just me? Do you see it? If I had a clutch and I was going somewhere, I would do this. Or I do have my cobalt sandals. I could just wear these. I wouldn't have a bag then also. Although they're not as bright as that other blue. That other blue is gorgeous. I'm basically, what I did is I ordered shorts and tights and a sports bra from Athleta because I had to replenish my athletic gear. I do Pilates. I had to replenish my Pilates gear anyway. And because this is the color of the season, because you know how Athleta, they have one color every season and they make everything in that same color. I got it to try it on and it's beautiful. The shade is beautiful. I'm getting distracted though. But okay. Anyway, I am going to show you though, because look, and then look, and then and then look. Like, see how everything just works so beautifully together. Is it just me or do you see it? Um, That's a separate topic. But my point is with gray, you can do a lot of color combinations. Okay. And then last one, I'm going to show you with like a big dressy-ish shirt, like how that looks, because typically something that's so casual with a shirt that's a little bit more like party almost, it might not work well. I think it will though. Although I was also thinking before I call it done, maybe I'll put this on too. Because it's an interesting shape. Not that everyone has this top, but just to see what the shapes do together, I'm curious. I don't know how it's going to work. So I'll be right back. All right. That's a zipper in the back. There we go. It's cute. Probably not these shoes, but I don't mind it. It's kind of ridiculous. I would wear this because can you see just even doing that? I just feel, again, see curves? It's just playful. I mean, literally, this top is playful, so maybe that's cheating. But you can see, right, like how the shape completely changes. Even the Winslows, they just look very different now because of this shape. Not these shoes. Too much. Too much. I don't have the ideal shoes for these right now, but let's just say something strappy. So the white, yeah, the white sandals are good. I like it. Front pose. Okay, so this is, I guess, if you put like a pretty sculptural top on top, as long as you make it intentional, it can totally work. And by intentional, I mean if I wear heels with it, it's clear that there is intention behind it, right? Um, Last one, a dressier shirt. It's oversized. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is a fairly oversized. This is the winter winter acetate tuxedo shirt. Um, the reason why I put it on is because I wanted to show you the tuxedo combination. Hold on, the blazer. Because I actually don't think this will work so well, but we'll see how it goes. The reason why is because there is a point at which it becomes like too much, too weird. You know, like clearly, again, clearly the Winslows are gray sweatpants. And I've been pushing it with a shirt, with a cardigan, with other going out tops like the orange one. And there is a point beyond which it's a little bit like, but why are these two things together? And listen, it is subjective. So for you, that line might be different from where the line is for me. And it also might depend on where you are, right? But like this is a bit much. It's a bit much. Like this is a tuxedo blazer, sweatpants. It's a tuxedo shirt. It's just like why are you doing it together? But if I take off the blazer, this to me is okay. This is like, yeah, I could see this because yeah, it's a dressed up shirt, but it's oversized, so it has that chill built in that you can utilize because there's chill here, there's chill in these because these are gray sweatpants. So that brings it together slightly better. And then if I had to wear a jacket on top, let's just say if I was just cold, this jacket is coming in a pinstripe, and I am so excited about that because I like this jacket, but the fact that it has the stripes, obviously it makes it sporty. Let me show you. Obviously it makes it sporty, and when it's going to be in a pinstripe, I might actually sell this one. We'll see how I like the pinstripe. Um there you go. So my whole point was if I have to wear a jacket with this, I would rather wear something a little bit more sporty over the tuxedo jacket, because it just goes like it's not nonsensical. And then this is a two-way zipper, so it has, there you go. So cute. I would totally wear this. And then roll up these sleeves and these sleeves. Too much. Here, this much. Because this is still like cute and romantic. Here. This I would do. It's still like fairly sporty. So it's not like dressy or anything, but imagine if this was the pinstripe, it would work so much so differently, right? It's these stripes that push it into sporty, which is why I want to sell this one and get that one. If that works for me. We will see. Okay, so I think that's the last one. I have some other stuff, but I don't need to show you like different things. I think we get the point. Um, I will say after doing this exercise, I do like them enough that I'm not gonna, oh my God. I don't like to undo this two-way zipper because it's a pain to get it back on, just like any two-way zipper. So, what was I gonna say? After doing this exercise, I do like them enough that I feel like I will reach for them in my day-to-day. Whether I actually do it or not remains to be seen. We'll see, right? I'll find out if I'm reaching for it or if I have to make myself use them. Um, do I recommend them? I do. It depends on your vibe, right? Because if you do, th- again, this is going to lean more casual. If you like that look, go for it. I like what I really, okay, why did I get it? So I talked about how I wanted to experiment to train my mental model, but why these pants? Because there is something extremely chill about gray sweatpants, right? So the reason why I was hesitant to get it is also why I wanted to get it, because there is just something so iconic and chill about gray sweatpants. And if I have to have, I don't have to have, but to have gray sweatpants, this shape is unique. It's not like, it's not like just like whatever sweatpants. So it has a statement, but it's gray sweatpants, and that inherent tension and friction is what I actually really like about this and why I got it in the first place. Um, okay, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. I don't need to keep showing you stuff. I think I've done enough outfits for today. Hopefully, this was fun. Thank you so much. The more I look at myself right now, the more I'm liking this outfit, even. I'm like, yeah, this is nice. That was a pose for a screenshot. But I just like this. I think it's really cool. It's relaxed. It's unbothered. That's what the sweatpants give me. It's unbothered. I feel like that when you pick pieces. Okay, I'm gonna just quickly say something. When you pick pieces, because sometimes when I do these lives or other things, people say things like, "Oh, you have so many interesting pieces." It's not about like it's sometimes you have to, not sometimes, all the time, you have to get pieces based on what is it adding to your closet? Like, what is the vibe that gets added to your closet? So, with this, what gets added to my closet is that unbothered energy. Like, I could not even bother to dress up beyond wearing gray sweatpants. That vibe, it gives you something new to play with. So that is what I'm excited about. That this is like that vibe gets added. It's not so much about, do I like these better than trousers? Oh, I would get more use out of trousers because I might wear them to work. And like if we do that, then all I would have in my closet are trousers. Or all I have in my closet would be like this one kind of top. And not that I have every kind of top, but you get my point, right? That it's worth examining what gets added to your closet in terms of the vibe and the tool with adding that element in there. And is that a vibe that you're missing? Not that I don't have anything that's unbothered in my closet, like even as an example, this shirt, also very unbothered, but it's a shirt. These are pants. So it's a different tools in that way. Okay, I'm really liking this outfit. Thank you so much again for watching, not walking. Hopefully this was fun. I'm going to upload this with links to different things. A lot of the things that I wore are sold out because they're older seasons, but I will still add the links because sometimes it helps people find it on like the real or other things, just knowing the name. And hopefully, let me know If there's any other, I think I want to do rider jeans after this because a bunch of people have those jeans and they are my favorite denim and they have rips. So sometimes it can be like on the knees. So sometimes it can be tricky to style. But let me know if there's anything else that you would like me to style. And see you, folks. Have a great rest of the week. I have the day off tomorrow. Hopefully, other people have the day off too. If not, hopefully the weekend is here soon. Bye.